Alright, so what we are doing today is something different, something I don't usually do. I'm going to review some of my own gameplay on the new game called Evil Dead, the game. Because I feel like I need to do a play-by-play run of what the hell they did wrong with this game already. This character or class of demon that they have in this game is beyond broken. And I feel the need to show people and explain why it is beyond broken. Given it is a max level, like the class right now, I have it at max level. It is pretty powerful. But to the extent that there is no matchmaking, or better yet, there is no skill-based matchmaking, I can run into generally anybody, and it's at random. Most people don't seem to be playing together, but the ones that do, they still lose. The ones that are playing together still lose. So I'm about to jump into this. I just wanted to get a little intro of what the hell's going on. Alright, but I'm going to be giving my run through. I'm going to commentate on literally what the hell is happening in the video to show y'all this game is fucking psychotic. And this character I'm using is fucking psychotic. Alright, let's begin. Don't worry about my intro.
And I recall the past real.
Okay, so the move I just did was called Demonic Rush. It's a good way to build up your infernal energy and such. Also, I didn't start this match from the beginning due to the fact that the recording was a little goofed at the time when I was making it. So this started probably, I would say, it's only been 10 minutes since the match started, because every game is only 30 minutes long. So yeah, this is 10 minutes in. Everybody still had good amounts of health. They've been playing. But, yeah. What I just did, I was doing a level up, giving myself my level ups. I'm setting my little traps down and such. But yes, this class that I'm playing is called the Puppeteer. By the way, this match apparently glitched for this guy a little bit. It keeps saying that he's being revived even though he's already there. In a way, kind of weird. See, where they goofed at is I already had this area set up. So I kind of predetermined the trap. And here they go. Oh, they runs into the house. Activated all the traps. They left one guy outside, so I decided I'm going to go after him. So I made him weak, so he had to run away to go heal now. And now I'm down in the other two that was stuck inside the house. Now that move I just did is it's a lightning bolt basically. This creature I'm using isn't even the boss. This isn't even the boss. This is literally just an elite unit. But it has the abilities to strike you down with lightning, which also stuns you, so I can get a free hit in. And it also, I can make doppelgangers. Given their health is a lot less. But, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. I am missing an arm now, but that's due to them hitting me. I don't know what the hell that was in my head. So yeah, at this point I've already made it so he literally can't res his teammate because I'm consistently making a doppelganger to help me fight. So in a second, he's gonna go down now. Yep, me and my doppelganger struck him with lightning, and then here's the last guy. I would have been able to kill the last guy, but I ran out of infernal energy. Yeah. So he's going to be able to get the res for that one dude after my minions are done. So while he's busy doing that, that's just when I decided to run around to go collect some more energy. Yuki, why? Excuse my dog. She is a nuisance. She likes to bark at nothing. Alright, so now I'm basically setting up. Like, anytime that you're free to do anything at the moment and you already know the enemy is busy, you should always go and collect infernal energy and also set up, because as long as they're in the area, they're more than likely going to look at all the things that, or they're going to head towards all your traps. So the game gives you time as long as you know how to utilize it. Ooh, these treasure chests specifically are the greatest forms of trappage, because when you set those traps, not only are you getting a lot of experience to leveling up your demon even more, but those traps actually hold the person there and give them the greatest amount of terror. If you see that red bar under the two ashes, they're at max terror right now, and when they're at max terror, they're basically debuffed. They're debuffed drastically, so it becomes really difficult for them to play. Oh, as you can see, one of them is getting beaten very badly right now. I have no... Oh, and I think the other teammate basically is letting them die. I chose... Now, what I just did there... Okay, that demonic rush, on the survivor's side, it's like, it's a jump scare. So, not only are they having to deal with literal demons in their face, they got to deal with me forcing jump scares upon them. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Alright, so I noticed one guy is still basically fighting and he goes down. And then the other guy was going for the res so he could bring back the other two people that died. So I made a judgment, might as well go for him and stop him from doing that. He messed up by not going directly for the res and activated something. So I brought out my boss monster. And now that the boss monster's out, this is when you realize he quit. He just gave up completely. So I'm just standing there and I looked at him. He knew he couldn't win no more. He knew the game was over. Everybody else is dead. He can't res them because, I mean, I don't even think he gathered their souls. I don't know if he ever actually went and grabbed their souls. Yeah, but he completely gave up because he knew the game was over. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna end the game now then. No point in keeping him alive since he gave up. Like, look at him, look at him. He's a quitter, just such a quitter. I'm an asshole. I was definitely an asshole. Well, and I think I'm gonna go for the grab for the finish. Yep. All right. And that was how the first game went. Like, maybe Pray Tell it was 10 minutes in, but as you can see, they all was alive before it started. Now on to the second game, where you get to watch from the beginning now. All right. Now, even though there's no survivors in this area, you can see that I'm setting up traps, right? So, you can do this to build up your threat level. See that thing right in the right side corner? That is your threat level. You need that so you can have stronger demons, stronger traps, you can get more energy, stronger possession power. Generally, it's just your demon's level. Your threat level is your demon's level. Okay. So, by setting up, you can, even if no one's around, by setting up, you automatically gain experience by doing that. You also gain experience from collecting orbs. But the greatest level of experience is either opening boxes or starting to kill survivors. So usually what I do is I would set up a little bit in the beginning while also heading out to look for the survivors. If you do both, you can start off pretty good. So now that I know that there's one survivor here, I immediately start setting up. This is actually a problem with a lot of survivors. They completely single themselves out and make it extremely easy to kill them. Right? Oh yeah, also for my class, a Puppeteer. Yuki! Quiet your mouth. Now for my class of Puppeteer, I tend to like to build traps first because their elite units are pretty crazy. And when you get your traps maxed out, you automatically summon an elite unit out of every trap. Except the traps that are next to the trees. The tree trap is always going to be the tree trap and is mostly based on applying terror. Now right now, this girl knows that I'm around because apparently my spirit makes noise while I'm close by. So more than likely she's terrified to move because she doesn't know where I am, but she can hear that I'm around. So right now, all I'm doing is going to keep setting up a whole bunch of traps around her to get her to that point where she has to walk through them. And I'm also trapping all the chests. That way they don't get to get any gear from it or level up energy, actually. Because that's where the survivors level up energy is. If they open any boxes, they usually get level up energy. So they can become stronger really quick, too. Alright, now I possess that monster. So I can get a little bit of initiative on her. This is to apply fear and make her actually start running into more of my traps. But then again, I can also accidentally kill her because it's so early in the game and she didn't build up a lot. And now, yep, there it is. Now she jumps straight into a trap and now she's getting jumped and then she's down. Now I left the body so I can continue making more traps. And because I'm playing with the Puppeteer, their power actually favors possession. So that's why I posted possession immediately after trap. Now there is another survivor here. Okay, so now her team is coming basically to save her. And while they're doing that, I'm going to get me a free jump scare in so I can get some more points up. I still have a whole bunch of traps around. I'm going to take possession of the tree so I can apply more terror. Now they're debuffed. And when they're, when they're terror meter, not meteor, meter. When they're terror meteor, oh my god, I said it again, I am a fucking idiot. When their terror meter gets to a certain point, I can actually possess them as well. I summoned my demon so we could destroy the car. Alright, so now they're busy running around and activating all my traps. So my monsters are keeping them all at bay. And this is when I'm going to start singling enemies out. This was the same female I just knocked down. I went for her again due to the fact that she's the lowest of health right now. Plus, if you make them bleed out enough times, they actually die faster. And then I found another person. I missed that last swing. And then she healed. Best part about my demons, my little basic demons, is as soon as they're close to death, I can make them die. I can make them self-destruct, which also applies damage. And there goes, that was a perfect moment. Yep. And this is how you swarm them. You just gotta keep setting up traps. Whenever they're busy, use your demonic rush as much as you possibly can. It has a long cooldown, but there are skill points you can put into that. Not, well, at this menu, it's at your collection menu. There are sometimes skill points you can put into that will allow the cooldown to be shorter. Alright, so now what I just did there is I possessed that guy, but whatever gun that lady had, she instantly took me out of him. Just basically one-shot it. So while they're all busy, stuck at that place fighting, I'm going to run around, collect some more orbs, and then I'll be running right back to continue. I'm going to put a trap right on that car just in case they run around it. And I'm going to put a trap in this building. Now, this is how I'm going to try to single them out. Because the one guy ran outside the building, and now I summon my boss since they're all stuck together. He has a lot of area of effect kind of moves. I got stuck at the door, but now there's one person singled out inside the building. So I'm going to go for her because she's going to get jumped. And look at her health. Extremely low. I don't know how the rocks had missed there. That was kind of weird. Yep. Knock her down because I needed her to go, honestly, because she just had a really strong weapon. Alright, so we got two of them down. Now two are bleeding out. And the last one is still here. She doesn't seem to have a weapon. So I thought I was just going to build up some energy and then summon some more creatures. I want to keep her busy so she doesn't get to revive her team. But since she doesn't have a weapon and she's like one hit from dying, I tried to make sure she wasn't able to do anything. Had a lot of level up points. And now that I'm free, I can start setting up more traps again. The other two died, so now that forces them in a position where they have to go res them. So that gives me time again to go get some more orbs, so I can continue to set up again. But you see what I did here? I've kept them in this area, so they can't go do any of the objectives. I make sure I keep downing somebody and continue with the onslaught of damage. That way they're pressured to have to stay here for more stuff to heal themselves. I'm forcing this game to go my way. Now, if you look on the mini-map, there's like little things that kind of look like a wizard staff. Those areas are where they have to revive their teammates. But currently, these guys don't have anything. One person is literally one hit from death, while the other person is trying to protect her. She's trying to stay behind him, but I don't know, that's not going to work. Now, I noticed him trying to run off to go revive his team, and that's when I decided I'm going to go straight after him, drop a lightning bolt. That's going to hit both of them. And boom. Because I knew the girl was still chasing me, so I dropped the lightning bolt, and it hits both of them in the same exact time. And that was the end of that match. See, the thing about the Puppeteer's elite creature, that lightning move, it has such crazy proximity. And then I have it upgraded even more by upgrading it, obviously. I have it set in my skill tree to have the elite unit be basically my strongest one. My elite unit is honestly stronger than my boss unit by a long shot. My boss unit's more of a menace, though. He's way more annoying to have to deal with because he has a lot of stuns and disruption. Plus, you can't really get away from him once he starts hitting you. Now, in the beginning of the match, normally, if you don't know where the survivor is, that would be the time to start setting up somewhere, right? What happened here is an idiot basically gave himself away by driving immediately. Given they did find a map piece, but now I know basically where they are. So now I know where to set up immediately because they're going to have to come here. Oh yeah. Also, this is how you can tell when a team is good. It's only been 1 minute and change, and they already found 2 of the map fragments before they're able to go do the main objectives. This team is good because they know what they're supposed to be doing immediately. They're taking no time to get it done. That also means that they mostly probably wasn't taking time to build up items because they're probably high-level players. If they're high-level players, they don't have to worry about collecting a lot because you start off with your strongest gear anyway. So that guy tried to use the car to go to a different direction. I decided to take it, so I had to force him to stay on his feet. I didn't want him getting anywhere since he's alone. 2 minutes in, and they got all 3 map fragments. That normally does not happen. So this team was really good. They were a bunch of monsters. Like I'm not even leveled up high enough to really fight anything yet. I'm only level 3, so that means I only have strong traps at the moment, which at this moment was more than enough. He see what I mean? He killed that demon just now in 2 hits. And he killed that one too. 2 hits, and then he kept moving. This guy was situated. Alright, now you realize the dagger is right here. So I start setting up immediately. He activated it. Right now I'm in a horrible position due to the fact that I have nothing. I don't have anything. I can't summon any demons. All I can do is set up traps or possess certain enemies. But since the turret radius was never that low, I really couldn't force anything out of them. Yeah, so right now the dagger is basically cleansing itself, so they're able to use it. And then the rest of his team starts pulling up. So this is where it became a problem. So I took control of the guy who has been doing the problem, because I knew he has strength and he does a lot of damage. So now I'm beating up his team with his teammate. Since my possession level wasn't very high though, I got off of him almost immediately. Alright, but that was more than enough damage for me to get a level up so I can start summoning my demons to actually help in this area. So, now I summon my demon, take control of it. And now, but they are now taking both of my main objectives, so I knew I had to hurry up, kill these dudes as quick as possible, and then hurry up to the next objective. So I get both of them down, and then I immediately start running to head. Well, I make doppelgangers too, because you can never have too many extra defenses in an area. And this is when I noticed the other survivor coming from the other objective. That means one is still sitting on the objective while this one's coming to try to get the res. So I knew I had to hurry up and kill him now. Problem is, this guy was freaking strong. Gladly, I had help because I made my doppelgangers. Alright, one of the guys died, and the second one is about to die right now. But this entire time, the other guy is still on the objective trying to capture it. Gladly, with it only being one of them on the objective, they're not capturing it very fast. So all I have to do is basically kill this guy and then run to the other objective. Sounds simple enough, right? The other objective is now more than halfway completed, and I still haven't killed this guy. He was a problem. And look, he tried to run away so he can heal. I didn't allow it. Alright, now that I got him down, I immediately run towards the other objective. Now, as you can see, my demon is very worn down and beat up. So I made sure I leveled up my possession strength as much as I could. That way I can do a lot more damage and actually have a little bit more health for this fight. Oh, I jump in and immediately try to get the kill on him as quick as possible. My doppelgangers actually follow me too, so whenever you use that, they will follow you. Alright, so now this guy is the only survivor left, and he is trying to outrun the timer for the objective, because if they capture the objective, all other survivors are automatically revived. But he messed up by standing still, and that's how I get the victory. Everything that I've done in that game just showed me exactly how broken this class is at max level. Like, just look at that. Alright. Like, did you see that? I was in a horrible position. All I had was traps. I couldn't summon anything. And I had barely any possession points. So by controlling that one guy at that one moment gave me the exact level up I needed, so I could actually win the match. But they got all the map fragments within 2 minutes and jumped on the main objectives in less than a whole extra minute. They were moving at a breakneck pace that I almost lost that game. But because of how broken my class was, I was able to pull it out in the end. And thank you for coming to my talk. This was the review on the Puppeteer, and thank you very much for listening. It's OP. They are OP, but do not nerf them because they are my favorite class. Goodbye.